3-2 defeat tonight. Good first half. Second half was a bit on the rocky side. How would you sum it up?
Yeah, just like that. I think, the first half was pretty decent. I suppose we started a bit slow. Maybe we could have had a bit more chances. We got bit by that free kick. And then the second half, maybe, we could have been a bit more composed. And everyone, I suppose, even ourselves on the bench, but might have got a bit drawn into the emotional part of it. But fair play to Conn, they held on to what they had, and that's the end of it, really.
You have to say, Conn Rangers, they're a hard team to beat, but I have to say their support tonight really drove them on behind the goal. And they shouted for everything, and it just lifted them.
Yeah, they definitely did play off that energy, especially in the second half. They were coming down towards the support. It definitely did help them,
One of the big talking points from the game is the penalty. Some people says Gary was in control of the ball. The assistant referee beside me said it was a penalty, so I say it's really a discussion really for anyone to check back over the stream and draw their own conclusion on it.
That's it. I only saw it from far away, but I think whatever was made, the decision is made now, and we just have to move on from it. It's a bit frustrating if it wasn't a penalty, because it's a few times maybe this season that we've kind of come under decisions that haven't gone our way when really we think they should. But that's okay, that's football. We have to move on with it. I don't think that's why we lost the game. Really, I think we could have been more dominant in the first half. Maybe scored a few more goals. And I think maybe, as I said, we could have been a bit more composed in the second half. And gone from there, So I don't think the decision really matters an awful lot.
Yeah, one of the beatings in the second half was Conn Rangers' intensity when they lost the ball. The playing transition there is, they employed the high press, nicking the ball off fairly quickly and breaking at pace.
Yeah, they got that goal ahead and they just held on, and we weren't composed enough to be able to deal with it. Saying that, I don't think the lads performed awful bad. I still think that there was some good work rate in there. I think there were some good moments in the second half. I think it's just a learning curve for us. We're just going to try our best to learn from the defeat, and as Kevin said in the dressing room there, we're just going to have to show up again and start again and put 100% in. Well,
Sunday is a big day, not just for one team, but for three teams in the club. You're home to SNF on Sunday morning, and it's certainly not going to be a repeat. It's like what we saw in Foxford last Saturday evening. We cannot afford to think like that. We have to approach it more cautiously and show them a bit of respect. The B team come down here. I'm sure if they were watching the stream, I'm sure they might have learned something from that game. But the biggest game of the lot is the under-16s against Lourdes Celtic in Dublin in the semi-final of the SFAI Cup.
Yeah, look, it's great. It's great to have these matches within the club. It just shows that, that the club is moving upwards together. And, all I can say to them lads playing at the under-16 game is try your best to enjoy it, 100% effort. Trust in yourself, and hopefully we're on the right side of the result. It's a big game for the club. It's a SFAI Semi Final, and I just hope the lads can pull through and enjoy it as well.
Of course, one of my points really for games like that is play the game, don't play to the occasion. And for the lads, if they just play the game and don't focus on the occasion and play to their strengths, you never know, on the day they might actually earn a place against Shelburne in the final.
That's for sure. And look, the other two games on Sunday as well, for us, we've got to show up, We've got to show up and start again. And as you said, I don't think that it'll be like the last game. I think it'll be different, But we've got to show up, and us, the players, have got to take responsibility and put in a good shift on Sunday, because it's not going to be easy, And I hope the other game is the Premier team are playing.
They're down here.
Yeah. Look, I hope they can come in here and get a result, and I wouldn't put it past them either, I watched a few of their games, some great players playing there, yeah, they're more than capable of getting a result here, and I hope they do.
And the squad harmony between both sides, as I've seen over recent weeks, has really grown compared to the fractured setup of the last couple of seasons.
Yeah.
Everyone working together and is showing week in, week out.
Yeah, look, you know, I think I've talked to you a few times now. Remember back at the first one with Salt Hill, I think it's grown an awful lot. Like the togetherness, the team, everybody working together as one club has grown a lot. And look, tonight's just a little bit of a blip in the road, and unfortunately it happened, but we'll bounce back again and we'll keep going. Yeah.
Of course, we will, as I've known myself over the years, you have to have your bad days to have your good days.
Yeah, that's for sure. And look, we will bounce back. I know well we will. I believe in the squad. I believe in everything about us. You know, we'll be back. You know.
Indeed, and many thanks for
Cheers.
taking the time to speak.
All right, buddy.
Kevin, tough ground to come to. Had the better in the latter stages of the first half going a goal down. I said it on the stream during the second half that the next goal could be a turning point in the game. If we scored first, it would give us a cushion. If they scored, it could turn it interesting. And the second half did turn very interesting thereafter.
It did. I think we started slow and we grew into the game as normal after about 15 minutes. I think for the majority of the first half we were quite dominant and deservedly equalised, deservedly went in front. And I thought in the first 10-15 minutes of the second half we were searching for that third. We looked like the team that was about to get that goal. We were quite comfortable, and the game turned really on a silly mistake, poor mistake, and from that point on we effectively got outworked and got outplayed and got what we deserved in the end, I think.
And the Conn Rangers crowd really got behind the team. Do you think it might have influenced on the officiating to a point?
Look, I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, their team was working extremely hard, and you know that they were buoyed on by the crowd, and that pushed them a little bit. And we should be better. We should be able to compose ourselves in those scenarios, and you know, play our football like we did in the first half, and play through the lines, and you know, support the boy in the ball as quickly as possible. And we didn't do that, and that's on us. It's not on anybody else. Yeah, look, the penalty seems slightly ridiculous to me, but it was given, they scored, and there's not much we can do about that, you know.
And Conn Rangers, they came up last season, and if anyone who knows about football knew they would be a tough side this season, given their policy at underage over the last number of years, and they've proven it tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, they're fit, they're well organised, they work extremely hard, and they've got lots of pace on their side, and they've got some very, very good footballers, and they showed that in the second half. And when they got a sniff of getting back in the game, they drove on from that point, and you know, deservedly got what they got in the end.
And parking tonight's result, Sunday morning in the Cup against SNF. And I know we beat them handsomely in the league a couple of weeks ago, but it has to be a different approach on Sunday morning Cup game, and take them as a team that must be respected.
Look, in this league at the moment, you know, there's not a whole lot between a lot of the teams, and if we let our guard down again against Glenhest on Sunday, we'll come out the poorer of that contest. I mean, we're a far better side, and we showed that last 20 minutes. So we should be busy restoring that on Sunday, getting ourselves back up for that game, getting ourselves back on track. And you know, when you get a knockback like we got tonight, that's what you got to do. You've got to re-establish yourself, get back to your work rate, get back to your basics, and get back on winning ways. And that's what we'll be looking to do on Sunday. Nothing else.
And of course, the B team are here on Sunday against Conn Rangers, and I'm sure it'll be an interesting game for them, and it'll be looking to learn from our own game tonight from the stream on what they can do.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's a very, very good game for the lads, the young lads on Sunday to play a side like this. You know, a side that's you know, have huge work rate in what they do. I think that'll be a big test for our lads. They've got the ability, they've got to match that work rate and determination, and they've done that this season already in the Connacht Cup. They've done it against Moorview, they've done it against really good sides. I think they can come here and put in a really good performance on Sunday and you know, again, it'll be a good part of their development, and the experience they'll gain out of that game will gain a lot for them as they push towards getting into the first team squad.
And when you speak of going into the first team squad, I was speaking to Michael Horan last weekend, and he said the difference, the few months in the harmony within the squad has been pretty immense and special, given how it was such a fractured unit last year to a more united front now with both sides training and both sides communicating, players being brought up, players being dropped down, and a great level of cohesion within the setup.
Absolutely. You're between the A and the B. What you're trying to create is a setup that allows the development of the younger lads coming through. You're trying to have a setup that allows each of the players to be able to get game time in the A, go back to the Bs when needs be, learn from each other, create a culture of what's expected between both squads. I think we're doing that, you know. That's why tonight's a little bit frustrating. I think you can see in the recent performances that there's considerable improvement in what we're doing. You can see it in the A's and you can see it in the B's. We just let ourselves down for a short spell there. We made some silly mistakes, we got punished, and we let the whole atmosphere get carried away with that atmosphere. And you know, we'll learn from this, and next time we're in a scenario like that, I think we'll come through that much better than we just did there.
And of course, not only we have two big games on Sunday, there's a bigger one in Dublin which are under 16s, and there'll be later on in the year that'll be looked to get into the adult squads. So I have your message for the boys on Sunday as they face Lourdes Celtic in Dublin.
It's a fantastic day, semi final of a national cup. I was lucky enough to play in two finals. It's a fantastic experience, and those boys have earned that right with brilliant performances to date. They're more than capable of going to Dublin and getting a result there. More importantly, they've got to go there and enjoy it. They've got to go and enjoy that experience. It doesn't come up every year. It feels like it sometimes, but you know, it's a great day out. They're there with each other. Go and represent the club to the best of their ability and enjoy the game.
Indeed, and hopefully we might be able to stream that game on Sunday.
Be great. I look forward to watching it. I watched the quarter-final. It was a great game, so I'll be looking forward to watching that on Sunday evening.
So let's hope Sunday will be much better day and a few smiles in Westport.
Absolutely. There's always the next game to move forward to.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.